Well, good morning. Today is Sunday, October 25th. Just came from church on the TV. Um, anyway, we do have some birthdays today. Today is Angela, my life. Today's Angela's birthday. I haven't seen her put any videos up lately, so I don't know that she's still videoing. Maybe she changed her channel name. I don't know, but I haven't seen you in a while, Angela. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angela. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, hopefully you're still out there. I know she was very busy towards the end of her videoing, but we'll see. It's also Charlene Bordelon. B-O-R-D-E-L-O-N. Bordelon? Bordelon. Charlene Bordelon. My Catholic education is paying off. Sound it out, Sandy. Sound out the syllables. Bordelon. Charlene says, stop it. You're messing it up even worse. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlene. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Sherry's birthday. Sherry baby. 4 seasons. I'm probably aging myself. She probably thinks, what the heck is she talking about? But with a name as pretty as Sherry, I'm sure you've heard that song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sherry. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it's also Melissa Collins' birthday. Melissa gets that song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melissa. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you all have a great birthday. Like I said, today is Sunday, the 25th already. You only got to see 6 more pictures, well, 7 counting today, of me being fat. Because I just needed it for this month of October. That was my theme for the month, is just to remind myself how far I've come. I never realized how much I looked at my wrist until my watch until it was dead and I had to charge it. And I kept looking at my wrist and looking at my wrist. And so then I thought, what can I do to remind me that I can succeed? And I found my bracelet that hasn't fit me in a while, and I don't know if you can read it. It says determined. And so I thought, every time I'm going to look at my watch, I'm going to see my bracelet says determined. And that's what I am. I am determined. I really am determined. I had a bit of a funk yesterday, but we know who I am. I have come to the realization with deep thought and deep prayer, because I really prayed really hard on this, that I really think that even though Weight Watchers says my ideal weight is 160, I think my body's trying to tell me something. I think my body's trying to tell me that, you know what, Sandy, we're kind of comfortable right here, right now. So let's stop stressing so much about it. Still stay determined. Still stay on your track. Still focus on your foods. But stop thinking of food as your enemy. And just think of it as nourishment. Because if I start thinking of like, oh, donuts, or cupcakes, or my Suzy Q's, you haven't heard me mention those in a long time. I have a whole box of Suzy Q's in my freezer that's been in there for probably now 4 or 5 months, and I haven't had one. So I've overcome my Suzy Q addiction. Not to say that I'm going to throw them away, because every once in a while I don't want to think of it as an enemy. I want to think of it as just, and it's never going to be, well, it could be a nourishment. It could be a nourishment for my soul. I think that sometimes, I think the reason I go off is I just need to, I don't know, fulfill some kind of struggle that I have inside of me. I don't know why. And I don't know why I think food's going to accomplish it, but food is involved in every aspect of your life. And so when you stop thinking of it as an enemy and start thinking of it as nourishment, I think it's going to help. I know it's going to help me. I just know it's going to help me, because and I know I keep going on and on about it, and I keep telling you I'm not going to stress about it, but you know me. If you've been with me for this long, you know me. She can say what she wants to says. She can say what she wants to say, but she's not going to think that same thought. And that's just who I am. I know this, and I'm trying so hard to overcome that part of my life. I've come a long way, like I said, 91 pounds, and so I know I've accomplished a lot just in the 91 pounds. So even if I never lost another pound, I've lost 91 pounds. And so that really does make a difference in my life. It really makes a difference on how I feel, how I act, how my health is, all of that. But I have to be a little bit more patient, because I think that the fact that I'm not, and I'm not, I always say that people never understand what I'm saying. I always think that your soul was in heaven before you were born. And so I always thought that, in my little warped little mind, like when I was growing up, I always thought that if you ate mashed potatoes, it went to the section of your stomach that was for mashed potatoes. And if you ate green beans, they went to the green bean section. I've been warped even as a child. I thought warped thoughts even then. But I always thought that before you became down here on earth as a person, and your soul was up in heaven, and your soul had to stand in different lines that gave you your qualities that you have in life. And some people's qualities are that they're good listeners. Other people's qualities are that they're empathetic. Some people are really, really, really patient. And so I think that there was lines that your soul had to get in line. This is my childhood thoughts. This is my childhood thoughts. And so I think that the line for patience, I saw that line and I just didn't have the patience to stand in that line. I thought, you know what? I'll go down to earth and I won't need any patience. Oh, little did I know, I should have stood in that line. And I know there was no line. Somebody had said, was there really a line up in heaven? No, there really wasn't. But in my mind, there was. But I do think that your personality and stuff is formed with your soul. I really do. Because look at a family. You can have, like in my family, we have 6 kids. We all pretty much have the same morals and ethics. And that's because we were brought up that way. But my sister Denise is very, very crafty. My sister Mary is very empathetic to people. She's just, not to say that we aren't, but we all have our own little quality. My brother Michael is a leader. I mean, it's just, we all have our own little quirks or things that are defined by just us. And I think that we all have to realize, look inside of ourselves and see what is our special trait that we have. What is our special gift? Because God gives everybody a special gift. Some are, like good speakers. Some are good listeners. But everybody has their own little gift, and we have to think of what their gift is. And I just have to be hopeful that I'm going to reach my goal. I know I'm going to reach it, but maybe not as quick as I want to. And the only way I'm going to do that is to stay consistent. And if I stay consistent in my thought process of how I eat and eat healthy, I know I can achieve whatever I put my mind on. Like I said, I know that Weight Watchers and my doctor both think that 160 is my ideal weight. Well, maybe on a piece of paper that's my ideal weight. But maybe right now my body's trying to tell me something. And it's trying to say, let's settle in here, Sandy. There's a storm brewing and we need to take shelter for a while. So maybe I just need to focus on staying the same, or like losing, not setting so many goals, not worrying about where I'm going to get. My body's trying to tell me something and it's screaming at me now, and I'm not listening. So I have to sit down, go, and listen to my body, because my body is obviously trying to tell me something. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be determined to still reach my goal, because I'm going to be determined. I am going to be determined to reach my goal. But I have to stop thinking so much about, I'm just thinking too much. I really am thinking too much. I'm stressing about this too much. It's just not worth all my time. And well, it's not, no, it is worth my time and effort. I don't know why I keep saying it's not worth my time and effort. But I don't know. I am beginning to think of food as an enemy, and my approach this week is to still track, because I'm not telling you I'm not going to track, and but I'm not going to obsess so much about it as being an enemy. If there's something that I want to have, I'm going to figure it into my points and eat it. Settle in for the maybe just for the next month of just being content with not having a loss, but not having a gain. I'm not trying to have a gain, but listening to my body, and reminding myself that I've had a lot of failures in my life, but I've overcome them. I don't think there's anybody out there that can say that they didn't fail at something that they tried. But did that mean that they stopped? No, they kept on trying. And we've all had doubts, like, am I going to be able to do this? How many tests did we take when we were going to school and you doubted that you even got like a B on it, and then you get your paper back and you got an A, It's just, we all have doubts. We all have insecurities. We've all had failures in our life. And we just have to realize that we're just as good as anybody else, and we're just the same as anyone else that's on a weight loss journey. We all struggle. We all want to have that magic number on the scale. And sometimes I focus too much on what the number says and not how I feel. And this week I'm going to concentrate more on how I feel rather than what the number on the scale is going to say on Saturday when I get weighed. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go so crazy that I'm going to have a gain. That's not the point of what I'm trying to say. The point of what I'm trying to say is I'm going to start looking at food as nourishment, and I'm going to think of things that I can do to nourish my soul and my body, because my spirit, I pray, and that nourishes my spirit, and my soul is just how I feel about everything in general, and my body is just, I want to give it healthy nutrition, nutrients in it. So once again, I think I kind of rattled on about absolutely nothing. So it's a new week. Saturdays are just my get it out of your system kind of a day, which I did yesterday. I just got it out of my system, and it's a fresh start today. I started my day off. I've already had my prayers, and my soul is nourished. My spirit is nourished. Today I'm going to nourish my body also. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and share it if you think somebody might like to see it. And the video I shared yesterday was the pumpkin spice donut. I picked the wrong video, but I'm sure that's a good thing too. I don't like pumpkin. I can't. It's just something, I just don't like pumpkin. And so I'll leave you with a story. I already told you to like, comment, subscribe. But I absolutely detest pumpkin in any form. I don't like pumpkin spice anything. I don't like pumpkin pie, pumpkin cookies, pumpkin donuts. I don't like the smell of pumpkin. I don't like when the feel of pumpkin when you're cutting the pumpkins up for Halloween. Nothing about pumpkin. I just detest pumpkin. And a friend of mine was having some kind of a party, like a Pampered Chef or something where you cook something, like a Tupperware, some kind of party, whatever it was. And she bragged for weeks about this recipe that she was going to make, but she wasn't going to let anybody know because it was a big surprise. And she would be very offended to people because she wasn't known as being the best cook in the world. She really wasn't. And so, or baker even. But she was letting everybody know right ahead of time that, she's practiced this recipe a couple times and she knows it's going to be really good and everybody's going to love it. And this is when I was heavy, and she always knew that, like, if you're going to cut the cake, let's make sure we cut an extra big piece for Sandy because she's going to come back for seconds no matter what. So let's try to, in a way, shame her. I was never shamed. I got to 304.2 pounds. Do you think I was shamed? No. So anyway, she made these little muffins. They weren't little. They were big. These big, like you get now, oversized muffins. And she had to do the recipe, and she brings out all the ingredients. And the main ingredient is, you guessed it, pumpkin. Now I'm thinking, how am I going to get out of eating this damn pumpkin muffin, because I can't stand muffins. Or I love muffins, but I can't stand pumpkin. And so she made the thing, you know, they had the demonstration, they pop out of the oven, and she says, oh, and they're so good warm, and everybody, she passes them all out, and she says, and Sandy, I made you a really good-sized pumpkin muffin, because I know how much you like to have big servings. She didn't say it mean. She was never mean. She was thinking she was being kind. And she put this pumpkin muffin in front of me. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'd have to gag it down. I'm going to have to gag it down, and hopefully I don't bring it back up, because that's how much I detest pumpkin. And she put this down in front of me, and she says, and if Sandy likes it, we know that this is good, because Sandy, you know, like she's like loves baked products, and she's going to love this. And so everybody was watching me. I ate that whole pumpkin muffin, and I was so sick when I got home. And so then she says, let me send some home with you. And I go, no, that's okay. And she's, no. I could tell how much you enjoyed it. And I don't know if she was just being mean or not, but I think she really thought I enjoyed it, because I will never hurt anybody's feelings. I just probably like, what was the name of that movie where she gave him the crap pie? Oh, you think I'd remember the name of that movie? The Help. Remember when she made the pie and they go, oh, this is the best pie I ever had, and it was actually her crap. I probably would have ate it too. I just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And so anyway, I brought these muffins home, and I told Jim the story, and he tasted, he loved them. So they didn't go to waste. But I never told her after that. Oh no, I think I did tell her a couple of years later. Yeah, I did tell her. And she says, well, I would have never known. You were very kind. You ate that whole muffin. And I go, I ate the whole muffin, but did you notice I drank a lot? I had like 3 or 4 glasses of pop to wash it all down. She says, I did notice you were drinking a lot. But okay, that'll do it. Stay safe. Talk to you guys tomorrow.